I believe so many sleeping right now. I just came live right away just to show you guys this real clean setup. I'm going to sell 5 PS at this. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. If you guys hear me, just do let me know, okay? Now I just came live right now just to show you guys this clean price action, okay? Just to show this clean price action, folks. Okay, you see, if this inversion fair value gap gets filled, I'll be out from the trade, okay? Okay, I need to edit this. Alright, you see this? Folks. Rush. I'm in a sale program. Just do let me know how many of you took this trade. How many of you? There's still something wrong with it, with my mic, or don't know what. Let's keep buffering. Now see, this is what I'm trying to explain you. We took a sale from 0.79 retracement level. See, this is what I'm trying to explain you. We took a sale 0.79 retracement level. If we see this would be our stop. Alright. Now this optimal trade entry is being valid just because of the entry from this 15-minute time frame. You see this? Zoom in a little bit. You see this 15-minute time frames fair value gap? And see how clean the price falls from this fair value gap. How clean the price has been exposed. You see that? Price flows just into this 15-minute fair value gap and drops and keeps dropping. And then we had this inversion fair value gap over here, and it's kinda seems to me valid because you see the price is still respecting this inversion fair value gap. What really right. Now let me tell you the other positive thing, right? ICT himself said this thing that the bias and bearish both sides every day. Have you heard that? Now, this might take a bit long because we are on a 15-minute time frame. This could be X as a swing trade. I think we have some problem with microphone. Let me test out the other one. Okay, how about this? Is it working? I think it's not working, folks. just changed my microphone. Oh, I'm sorry, headphone. So I'm checking if it's still working or not. If you guys can hear me, kindly give me a comment, please. Would you give me a comment, please, to make sure that you guys can hear me? I think it's not working, folks. It's not working, folks. The other headphone is not working. I'll test it out as well. Alright. Now what? Again and again. Fuck it up. Okay. I hope you can hear me now. All out of headphones and stuff like that. Alright. Now we have this clean price action, and I will be looking for this inversion fair value gap to be respected, okay? If it will be respected, I'll be more interested in this setup, okay? Now the other thing is that if we go to the daily time frame, okay, let me show you the picture, the real picture. If, listen to me carefully, folks, if this trade goes well, then can you tell me what will be the next target is? Just look at the price action, the chart, and tell me what will be the next target if this trades become valid. I'm not saying it's a valid trade. I'm not saying anything like that. You've seen my stops, you've seen everything. What I'm just asking you is that if this trade becomes valid, what you can see the next target is. If any of you ICT trader or folks watching this and who trusted this setup, just let me know what the new next target is. None of you has been interested. I can smell it. Okay, never mind. So this would be, if this setup is becomes valid, then obviously this will be our next target, like this new week opening gap. But what resides below this, folks? What resides below this volume imbalance? Oh, I'm sorry, new week opening gap. Sales side liquidity, and we have this like wicks consequent encroachment. Let's mark this out as well. Consequent encroachment. It will be above. It could be bottom. No, it should be in the inside. Okay. And then we have this sell side liquidity over here to this consequent encroachment. Alright. See that? Now I do know so many of you are gonna took this trade, but never gonna appreciate it. Never ever gonna appreciate it, folks. And I think it's going to be profitable, folks. It's respecting this inversion. You see that? Price action is respecting this inversion fair value gap, and that's what I want. Okay, I gave you the first part, the first objective of this trade. And what if I'm not like right now? First, let me correct you this. I'm not talking about this specific setup. I'm talking about this. See that? I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about this setup. All right, make sure of it. So let's go to the daily time frame. And what do we have here? Remember, I told you if this setup becomes valid, so what will be our new target? This sell side liquidity. Now, if this setup will be failed, what will be our new target, folks? See this? External range liquidity, internal range liquidity. That's what it is. If so, this setup, this specific setup, will bring us more clarity to the market. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This setup will bring more clarity to our future moves. And how's that? As I told you, if this setup becomes valid, our next target will be this. And if this setup becomes failed, our next target will be this. Simple. No buying pressure, selling pressure, or what you say, supply demand. I used to believe that garbage as well since when I was in like NBS kind of community. So whatever. So this is clean price action, folks. Way too clean price action. Now I'm not saying that it will just drop, just took this in 15-minute fair value gap and just dropping or keep drops. It will retrace as well. It could take out this as well, like a stop hunt, and drop again from this point, like from the middle of mid of this fair value gap. And this would be X as our like previous daily high, will X as our stop hunt. Let me give you a little small example over here. You see, this could X as our stop hunt. Right, what price would does? Came up, make a stop hunt, do this, then here we go. This could be the possible scenario as well, but right now, since the price is respecting this inversion fair value gap, so I'm happy with this trade. Okay, so I'm happy with this trade. I haven't shared my live stream. I think I should have done that. Holy grail, folks. Holy grail. clean price action, folks. Way too clean price action, folks. You see that? Now let me target my take profit would be here. I'm sorry, I took the stop loss. Okay, my TP would be here. My stop would be, I'm taking a bit over here because I'm also respecting this specific setup. I'm not just relying on this one, I'm looking at this one as well. Okay, this is my, you can say, bias for the bearish market. Alright, so like say initially I was looking for this, and for like intraday I was looking for this. If this goes well, or this trade will automatically becomes valid. And what I told you is that, see, if I already gave you the reference points, folks, alright, we have this consequent encroachment if, like, see, this specific setup will give us way more clarity for the future move of NASDAQ, folks. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be fancy, but I'm just sharing you what I got. All right, that's all I'm doing, folks. Alrighty. Can you just let me know how many of you took this trade? Can you guys let me know how many of you took this trade, folks? No, I already explained you. Alright. Now I already showed you the other part of the trade. What I was telling you is that, so see, we have this 15-minute fair value gap, and I'm not like just trusting on this one, but it is because it's giving us way too clean price action and way more possibilities to go for short because we're already in a sale program. See that 0.79 retracement level sale. We have this kind of like heat on our trade, and we are like this, and price is very nicely respecting this inversion fair value gap, which is on a 15-minute time frame, folks. Don't forget to see this, okay? You see that? Way too clean price action, folks. If you guys can hear me very well, just do let me know, folks. Just do let me know. Yes, bro. I appreciate it if you took the same trade. Now see, this is a reference point. I see some of you folks just joined, so I have to explain the whole thing again. Okay, not a problem. Now let's go to the, if have you seen this specific sale? All right, price is suspecting this inversion, folks. Way too clean. See that, folks? Alright, folks. We took a very nice sale in the morning, like in our side. You see that? This is way too clean price action, folks. Extremely too clean price action. Alright, you see that? Now I was giving you the other reference point for this trade, for this specific setup, okay? So let's go to the daily time frame. We need to go to the daily time frame, folks. Alright? Now you see, what I was telling you is that we see that you see this, we have relative equal highs. We have this first initial fair value gap on a daily time frame, okay? We have this external range liquidity. Now this specific setup is gonna give us way too much clarity for the future move of the NASDAQ. And how come is that possible, right? Let me tell you. See, if this setup goes well, your next target will be sales. This will be your bias. This will be your bias, all right? And if this setup becomes fail, your new bias will be what? This fair value gap. Or you can say this as a swing high, or this could act as a external range liquidity. See that? This will act as a external range liquidity if our bias will be bullish. Okay, but right now currently we are in a sale program. Okay, and this will be like a swing trade, folks. This will be a swing trade because I took this on 15-minute time frame, not on 1-minute time frame, so that you can get profits real quick within the mean times. That's not gonna be possible over here because we are in a, okay, let me move. Now have you done with this one? Like what I was telling you is that if price goes above this and make this as a stop hunt, right? So then we will go below. There will be a breaker block, hour block, fair value gap, inversion, and take a sale off. But since there is no scenario like that, so we will be just sticking with this. Alright folks, obviously this is gonna take a bit long time, and I have already shared this in my Discord. If you guys haven't joined it yet, just take a look at the bio and you will find the link there. I guess obviously you can subscribe to the channel as well, folks, if you do like this stuff. If you took a trade, hit the like button, folks. Let me tell you, if you took this trade, let's go to the 1-minute time. How far you have gone, folks. See, this is the move you have already caught. This. Let's turn on the executions, folks. Okay, let's turn on the executions. Here we are. You see that? We took the sale from this candle, folks. Right? We took the sale from this very specific candle from 18,772 and we are at 18,727. That's almost around, I believe, 50 handles, folks. Alright, here's the big picture. Oh, I'm sorry, small picture, folks. You guys have made this much move, but since we are in this picture right now, so let's just stick to it. Now you see how clean the price action is, folks. Prices came into this 15-minute fair value gap and see how price drops. See that? Let's just keep dropping. So you understood the bias? Like if and then scenario, as per ICT, he told us about if and then theory. That would be like computer language. That's the computer language, if then statements. So I've already given you that if and then statement. Oh, these are like executions. Alright, so you are done with this. It's making nauseous. Okay, you see that? This will be our buy side liquidity. If this setup gets filled, we'll be simply going to this consequent encroachment. This will be our target. Now what I'm expecting you is that, let me show you the other thing. Like you see, let's zoom out a little bit. You see this price action, folks? Did you see this price action? Now you see we are in the September, right? You see we are around mid of September, like 11th of September. It's kind of mid. Now what I want you to do is that, look at the price action, folks, okay? I'm giving you real, like what I just learned. That's what I'm giving you, folks. Like see this move, this move, this move, this move, and let me show you here, over here. You see this move, this move, this move, and this. Just watch out this W. You see this W? Let me know in the comments how many of you see this W, folks. We are in the September. Let me know how many of you can see W. this W right over here. Just comment W so that I know you saw this W. Okay, perfect. I got it. Now you see this W. Now let's go to this. You see this? Okay. Does it make sense to you folks? If it's making sense, if it does, hit the like button. You can't do nothing because I'm not like asking you for the money for this kind of education. Like this is not I'm just the community know what what I learned actually. Now if you see this W pattern, if this W's pattern is correct, I'm not like just saying it is correct, but I'm just considering it. If this W is correct, then what do you expect, folks? What do you expect? What I'm expecting, this will be our W. You see that? This will be our W for the month of September. See that? And we have some more retracement. Don't worry about it, folks. We will retrace a bit and then move higher. See that? Best to change my headphones so that you guys can hear me well because I believe there is so much noise in the background. I really apologize for that, folks. I really apologize for that. Okay. I'm giving you jam, folks. I'm giving you jam. You guys are not even liking. I just literally gave you the jam, folks. I actually handed you a gem. I just gave you what I saw in the marketplace. So the end goal would be this trade setup has to be correct for us to identify this whole bias, this whole W thing. See that? This is clean price action, folks. But still you guys are not even liking live stream. And everything is going to be possible with the help of what? This, this, this. See that? This will gonna reach price action to this, till this, and so on. If you do learn something, if you do learn the bias, the future moves for the NASDAQ, hit the subscribe button, folks. Hit the subscribe button. You owe that button to me. You owe that button to me. Okay, now you see this? Our optimal trade will be this. Obviously, optimal trade entry. would be this, and a little bit retracement for this, because this inversion fair value gap is being like respecting a lot. You see how it's respecting this 15-minute fair value gap. Watch this out. You see that? This 15-minute fair value gap. How clean it is respecting it. How many of you made money off of it, folks? Just say the truth for once. Just for once, folks. Just for once. Just do let me know how many of you took this trade. If you took the trade and is still in profit, you owe me the subscribe button, folks. You owe me that button. Now I have explained you this theory which I was looking for or waiting for, you can say. This would be my optimal targets for the NASDAQ. So many of you don't even see what I was showing, folks. I highly apologize for that. Highly apologize for that. Here you go. Alright? Not so many of you got clarity with this. Now you see that? If any of you watched what I just told, just keep that thing to yourself, okay? Keep that thing to yourself. I gave you a gem for the NASDAQ, folks. Literally, ICT himself said this thing that the bias is both direction. I don't remember where I posted that, but ICT himself said this thing that the bias is both direction. We just need to identify, and that's what we identified. Like if and then statement. In ICT's 2024 mentorship, it teaches us if and then statements for the algorithm, because obviously this algorithm works on a computer basis. So if then statements seems to me like correct. There is something like that, because machine language only works on binaries like zeros and ones, and obviously if and then statements. There is no gray area, there is no gray thing in the machine language. So if this, then this, and if this, then this. Got it? This is our swing setup actually, so it will take so much of time. But until then, let's see what we got, folks. I don't have any problem with that doing live stream, but you guys will be nonst. Like, see that? Let me show you on the 1 minute time frame, folks. How much you have got? Oh, really? This is how you have made, folks. Now see, you can consider this heat on the trade, but this one. This is real clean, folks. Real clean. You see that? Keeps offering. The sell side, sell side. How many of you took the trade? Do let me know in the comments, folks. This is way too clean price action, folks. I just handed you the entire bias for the NASDAQ, folks. Entire bias. Do you know what does that mean? Any idea what does that mean? If you are watching my live stream, when I started this, you would know that what we just saw actually. and I and I still got like the W. No, I'm not expecting dumb after CPI. See, I told you folks, like this would be my optimal trade, okay? This is my optimal trade, and this would be my short-term trade. All right. Obviously, both of these are swing trades, but this would be much more clear than this. And we got, you can say this is like the re-entry, or you can re-enter from this trade. Okay. Okay. Now, if you did heard, now if let me tell you if then statement for this one. Like we are going for the bias with that is a bearish right now. Okay. According to this trade, if this trade gets correct, we will be completely bearish on the NASDAQ. Okay. If now let's come to the if statement. What if about the this like the buy side? If this trade, the specific trade gets filled, what will be the then statement? Okay. What will be the then statement? So then statement would be something like this. We would have to break above this high. Since we are in this premium zone, or you can say, let me just do this for you. This would be our discount to premium. As soon as we are in this zone, in the premium, we can expect market to go to a discount, right? If price closes above this, then we will be targeting this. See that? That would be our next target, folks. You see that? This external range this external range liquidity. I appreciate it, folks. If you did that, you should post something in the profits. If you took a trade, made something off of it, post it in the community, like in the Discord. I would really appreciate that, folks. Now, you understood this if and then statement? This would be our, you can say, we need to buy side liquidity, okay? If and if, then this. And here, let's see. If, then this. Alright? I gave you the whole analysis for the NASDAQ, folks, including the future moves. Don't forget to say that and to mention. Oops. Can I show what we just learned? Alright. So this will take a bit longer time than we can wait, folks, because we are on a 15-minute time frame. And how the news is going to deliver the price, this is how. You see, we have CPI, core CPI, then we have core PPI, then the next week we have this for retail sales, FOMC. So that's how we're gonna play with the fire. You understood this? Because I'm gonna be removing this. This is only gonna be learned by those who are in my live stream. No one else. I apologize for that. I appreciate those who are watching this consistently. I will try my best to give you more, but I have actually already given you. Let me know in the comment, what did I give you? The alphabet. What alphabet you will be looking for in the next future moves of the NASDAQ. Let me know in the comments. If any of you know what I just showed you in this live stream, what alphabet we will be looking for. Let me know in the comment, please. What is specific alphabet? And that if that alphabet, there is also if and then statement. If that alphabet becomes valid, then we will surely gonna get W's. I just told it. Alright, that is correct. I appreciate it, man. Alright. Let's look at take a look at gold as well. Okay. Take a look at gold. What he has to offer us. Okay. These are like past moves. Okay. This has been invalid. This has become invalid. Alright. Let's go to the daily time frame, folks. Let's see. We have real choppy moves in the gold, you see? Consolidation. It just keep moving in this zone. Just kind of consolidation. There's so much of consolidation, folks, and I don't want to be part of it. Okay, you see we have relative equal highs, previous daily lows. I think we might get these relative equal highs. See that? Okay, now I see something. You see this? Let me show you. This consequent encroachment. This would be our okay. We already took all the buy side liquidity, folks. You see that we already took all the buy side liquidity. Now what we can offer is this. what I was watching is, now I know so many of you will post this in your own communities or in your own paid signals or stuff like that. We could be in a great sale program, folks. We could be in a great sale from this. Oh, okay, folks, do you see this? Do you see what I just said? Okay, okay, okay. This is acting as a bearish order block, folks. This is acting as a bearish order block. And we are in a real nice sale program as well. But I'm not like, so there's a thing, okay? Let me tell you, there is a thing. What I personally absorbed, or you can say watched price action, sometimes gold and NASDAQ, they have like a correlation. See, correlation, you know what does that mean? Correlation. It's like when NAS is going up, gold is going down. And when the gold is going down, so NAS is going up. So what do we have in the NASDAQ? We have this. Okay? We have this kind of sale setup. Now, one of this has to be correct. Right? One of this, I'm telling you, one of this has to be correct. Now what do you see? Do you see this plain price action, folks? This order block we have. Now what our setup will be valid when we see some kind of sharp drop in the gold, or else this is acting as our stop hunt. You see that? This is still acting as our stop hunt. This is acting as our lower time frame order block. Okay, you see this? So this is like real clean things, folks. We are catching real moves. See that? We already respected this inversion. Now it has to respect this as well. Now what I'm bearish, I'll be still bearish on the gold as well, but I was expecting price to come till this, and if it breaks above this, then we will be targeting what? We'll be targeting what? These equal highs. See that? These relative equal highs. We'll be targeting this. But since we already did so much of consolidation, now what I'm expecting, folks, what I'm expecting, some kind of like news events, some kind of war that makes market drop. You see, does it making any sense to you? If it does, come in yes. Now both of these markets are at their peak point to drop. All right, just let me know if any of you understood what I'm talking about. Actually, just comment why. That means yes. Just comment Y and let me know if I'm correct or not. Now, you see this daily thing? We close this. This has like already took out all the buy side. You see that? This wick took out all the buy side. Now what do we have to offer? Sell side. Now what makes the market to go for that kind of bearish? What thing can be done which makes the market to go drastically bearish? Obviously, some kind of war or anything like that. You got it? That's what we are. That could be possible scenario. And you see, we are respecting this bearish order block. We are respecting this bearish order block, folks. And we are in a very nice sale. We are in a very nice sale for the gold as well. If you do want it to take the trade, just I would say go for like way too small lot, which you can bear the loss of which. If you took this sale, this high, and what we could be targeting this. This could be a great target, folks. If this is correct, I'll show you once again. We already took out the buys, previous daily high. We did the stop hunt. See that? And we hit the order block on the 15-minute time frame, bearish order block. We are in the lower picture order block. We color this as a red. This color red as well. This will be better. Okay. You see this price, this candle is respecting this order block. This is order block, folks. Now I'm not trying to go deep in that what exactly order blocks are. Just go to the mentorship and you will find what that is. Now you see this could be our great setup. If we took out this one, we'll be looking for this price, and what if the price stays above this, then we will look for buys. Okay, until then we are keep bearish. We are still bearish. Okay, and these are like swing setup, folks. Okay, these are like swing setups. Now what I'm expecting is some kind of harsh move, like some kind of news event or war things that will make price to go sharp lower or sharp higher, because we are at kind of all-time highs on NASDAQ, on gold, both of them. Did you see this? Premium, discount, inversion, optimal trade entry. So many conflicts, so many opportunities, folks. So many opportunities. See? Break in structure. Now, whenever these kind of structures happen, you can took this in a note. I observed this, folks. I observed this. Whenever this kind of like market structure shifts happen, market does not came back right from these kind of fair value gaps. Like if it's a normal market structure, like if this candle, like the whole body, the body of the candle closes below this low, then this would be a solid, and you can say rock market structure shift. But since it does not, the body of this candle does not close below this low, and the next candle's body closes below this low. Now what we can see, what we will see, that we did not just go below from this fair value gap. Price will came this fair value gap. That's what happened most of the time, folks. Most of the time. I observed this, and I'm telling you this from my observation, folks. That's what I observed. Obviously, I'm not gonna be right, but this is what happened. Like what I consider this is like they are forcing us that the market is going higher. If we are in the bearish, they are forcing us by doing these kind of specific moves, like the imperfect market structure shift. When the market structure shift is imperfect, then the entry would also be imperfect. You can write this down as well, right? See that? Now since we are in this wick zone, so market could offer till this, let's mark this out as well. This is consequent encroachment level for the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we have to know this thing as well, that this consequent encroachment point is on a 4-hour. Let's see what we have on daily. Oh, I see, folks. I see. I saw it. I saw it, folks. I saw it. Consequent encroachment on the daily. I would consider the daily. Now I have a better picture to show you guys, which is this. If price closes above this, let me show you like this way. If it closes above this, then we will be this and that. Otherwise, you will have this, this, or this. Alright? Got it? I give you the if and then statements for both sides. Because we are in a crucial zone. We are at a crucial thing, folks. This is what you need to understand and realize. We are in a real crucial zone. Now, this bias for the gold and for the NASDAQ will help us to identify the future moves for both of these pairs. You see? We just close at this point. and this candle opens and did not go bearish, just keep going higher and higher. Oh. I see one more thing, folks. I see. I saw it. I just saw it, folks. I just saw it. Alright. Now, let me tell you the picture now. Since, now listen to me very carefully, folks, okay? If this trade becomes valid, if it took a long from here now, what do we have for here? This market price could retrace to this level. You see that? If this closes above this and drops, alright, and if it closes above this, like this would be the TP, alright, this is the TP for this trade. You see that this is what the price do. I just remember one thing I just heard recently, that ICT said, have you heard the ICT 2022 mentorship? You heard the thing like paint roller. Have you heard that thing, paint roller? Because if you heard that analogy of paint roller, then you should know that he said you just need to keep like pressing the paint roller towards the wall in different directions. That's what exactly price is doing right now. That's what the exactly thing price is doing right now. Now I do have like obsessive compulsive disorder. I do have that. Now see, I already gave you the reference points. Alright, here we are. Alright, now what I'm doing is that I'm taking this trade and going to very long. Okay, I'm going to take this entire setup as a swing setup. Okay, alright. See that? Price has not came to this. Just offered from this one. See that? Alright. You got another entry, folks. You got another entry. Dun-dun, dun-dun. any of you took the trade and not posting in the profit channel, you are such a selfish guy. You are such a selfish guy. If you did make profit from this trade and did not post it in the profit section, you are cheating, folks. You are cheating. So many of you guys are sleeping right now, but I don't know what to say. It is what it is. As soon as I saw the setup, I gave you the reference points, folks. Alright, you see that, folks? So many of the people watched this, took the trade, but didn't even like this. Why is that so, folks? Why is that so? Why is that so? Just tell me, you were taking the trades but not liking the post. Why is that so? Did I owe you anything or you owe me anything, folks? Tell me. Who owed me? You're not even liking the stream. I don't know why. Maybe you guys are selfish or what? You can tell me that in the comment as well. I gave so much knowledge today, folks. So much. I have given you both scenarios. Let me do this thing real quick, okay? I'm gonna be taking trade for the 5 lots for this, okay? And let me put my stop here. Let me put my TP would be here at this point. Now I'll take more contracts if this setup seems to me correct. Alright. I don't know how many guys are watching right now, but you are not posting nothing, folks. You are posting nothing. just making the profits off of this trade and posting nothing. Let's see how far we have gone. Holy shit. Alright, 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 alright. What else you wanted to know or see, folks? No subscribe, no like, no comments, nothing. Just watching the live stream silently, making profits silently, and going back to sleep silently. Not a problem, folks. I'm doing it for free. Maybe some of you guys thinking that I'm crazy, I am. But it is what it is. You gotta accept this.
Oh God. I've been
Awake whole night, and just as I saw this real clean setup, I just came live.
I was awake from a very long time, folks.
Like the whole night, actually. And those who did not know this, I took this sale on the gold. Like obviously this is payment trade. If I were on live account, I would do that. If you guys watched my previous live stream, then you should know I have grown this account from $100 to this, which you can see on the screen. I know some of you won't trust it, no problem. Where you see, before balance, $100, first loss, second loss, third profit, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. And see this, numbers are increasing as we are gaining or losing. Numbers are increasing or decreasing as we are gaining or losing. See that? See that? And here we are right now. Let's turn on the execution, okay? Here we took the sale. Just let me know how many of you took this trade actually. Just to confirm. Don't post anything, but just to confirm, how many of you took this trade? How many of you took this setup? Just for the sake of my knowledge. That is it. Just for the sake of my knowledge. How many of you took the setup? Now, I do know that so many guys who watched my live stream since I started it, they got to know so many things about the future moves for this. So many of you. What I'm saying is, so many of you. Okay, you see, this is still respecting this order block, folks. What does that mean is we need to take 5 more contracts. Okay. Price is respecting this fair value gap, folks. You see that? This could act as our market maker sale model, folks. This could also act as market maker sale model. I don't know how many of you took this trade, but still, none of you liked it. You owe me the like, subscribe button, folks. You owe that shit to me. Now you see, I posted it out. Not a problem, folks. I'm on a very low risk. See that?
Alright.
The price could retrace up in, like, gives you kind of, you can say, unethical moves, but you just need to stick to your bias. Okay, by giving you the bias, and you just need to stick to it. That's all you gotta do. No fancy stuff, just stick to the bias, folks. If you stick to the bias, I heard one thing from a guy, I don't know what name is his, but I heard this thing. You only took a loss when you close the trade.
what I just said? You only took a loss when you close the trade. And that hits me very hard, folks. That hits me very, very hard. That because I have experienced this thing in my journey as well. I have experienced this thing that most of the time, like almost 80 or 85% of the time, price goes into my favor just when I close the trade. I hope this happens with you as well. When you just close the trade and from the very next moment the price is going in your favor and you will be like, oh, what is this? They fucked me over on this and that. But that's what happened. Now, why does that happen? Why did you took a loss? Because you close the trade. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen every time. That's not going to happen every time, but it is what it is. You got what I'm saying? What I just said? That's what it is. I'm still alive. Took the trade. Holy grail, folks. Holy grail. Holy grail. I'm in a short. Okay, I gave you the reference points for the gold as well. Those who already in my stream, they should know what I just told you guys, what I just gave you about the analysis for the gold, the bias for the gold, and the bias for the NASDAQ. Both of them, okay? I covered both of them. If any of you just joined it, you can watch this. Now you remember what I told you about the correlation for the gold. Now that's not obvious correlation, okay? That is not obvious correlation, but that's what my observation is. That's what I observe. Like sometimes, or you can say often, when the NASDAQ is going down, gold is going up. That's what I observe. Now I see most of the people goes by with this like 25, 19, 95, buying zones, selling zones. I think that's what zone to zone traders do. I didn't know that personally, but I believe that's what zone to zone traders do. What I look at is this clean price action and candle formation. Now you see there is something coming up in the marketplace. You see can you feel the volatility? Can you feel it? Can you feel the volatility coming in the marketplace? I can feel it. You see? I can feel this volatility which is coming into the marketplace. Now that's what I believe ICT said as a injection. You heard the term like liquidity injection or stuff like that. That's what I believe is happening. Buying pressure, selling pressure. I took 10 contracts on this, on the gold, and I'm on 5 contracts on the NASDAQ. Oh, I just forgot to mention. What is that? Give me guesses. Give me guesses, folks. Give me guesses. The SPX, about the correlation. I was talking it, but I didn't remember it. this, we should have got an entry, the SPX as well. You see that? It's a real clean, nice move going down to this volume imbalance. This volume imbalance, folks. We are actually in a real nice sale, folks. We are actually in a real nice sale. You see that? Holy grail, folks. Holy grail. How many of you took this one? I'm in a sale. I'm in a sale with this. I just like, it's just showing me like a bit of profits. And if I took 50 contracts, what do you think? Where I can get this account to? From $100 to 25, and then these kind of moves actually. You see that? We already made the market structure shift. You see we have this volume imbalance, oh sorry, fair value gap. And we have this new day opening gap, previous new day opening gap. What I told you is that stick to the buyers. Stick to the buyers. I'm sticking to my buyers, folks. I just stick to it. Stick. Oh, I appreciate it, bro. But I want you to like go with the proper risk management. Okay, go with the proper risk management. If you were late on this, I already gave you this one. Like we have this. This could be our setup as well. See this. You see that? We got a nice clean entry from this optimal trade entry, and we are in the bias. And what my optimal target would be this fair value gap, to cover this fair value gap and then came below. Okay. Now since if we look at this, the bigger picture, then I have this to show you. See that? This is that 1 minute fair value gap. That's that 1 minute fair value gap. Now why I'm mentioning is that price could retrace till this 1 minute fair value gap. Good job, folks. Good job, mate. Now why I mentioned this 1 minute fair value gap is price could retrace till this, since because of this to this, and then now you see that we are coming back from this. You can book some here if you want to. You see this? We don't have any fair value gap below this. Surprise is coming back from this one. It will just a retracement, okay? It could be just a retracement. We have this nice clean market structure shift here. See that? We have this real clean fair value gap. See that? price is coming in our favor again. We have this new day opening gap for the September 10th, 2024, like previous daily opening gap. That's what it's called. Now you see this? We have just taken out this buy side, and now we are offering to the sale side. Okay, and on the upper hand, we have the sale from this, and now going there. This will become an inversion, I believe. We can take an entry from this inversion. I want this to become inversion, folks. I want this to become inversion. I don't want price to come with this. I want this to become inversion. You heard me? Yeah, this has to become an inversion. Now this has to become an inversion fair value gap, folks. Then you can take another entry as well. But you have to look at this as an inversion fair value gap, okay? This is a real clean price action, folks. Now you see that? Okay, folks. I'm waiting for price to show its hands. Remember, I see this thing. Price will tipping its hands to you. That's what it does. As soon as I came live, price tips my hand. Alrighty. I want this to become inversion, folks. This has to become inversion. And it will give us an entry again. It will give us an entry again if this becomes inversion fair value gap. Period. See that? Why price is moving much more slower right now? It's because This session just been started. I want this. I told you already. Become an inversion. Alright, it's coming. It's going forth to make this an inversion, folks. Here we are going, folks. Oh, ouch. Those who were in my live stream, they know what I just showed to you guys. They do know what I just showed to them. Alright. This has to become inversion. Then you can go for another short as well. You see how clean is this respecting this order block? How clean rises, keeping itself below this. That's what is called building orders. Alright. We have this 15-minute fair value gap. I hope you guys don't have any problem watching at it. Price is going way too clean, folks. Way too clean. Now what I told you is that I want this fair value gap to become an inversion. Okay? Then it will give us an entry again. Okay, I just got to know entry trade is also live. It's gonna be live. Like that's an emergency meeting. I told you, I think there's something gonna be happening, which I just caught. And you see, the thing which I told you, those guys who are with me in the live stream, they know I told you about some kind of like war thing to make the market go lower and lower. There should has to come something. It is. Yeah, this is order block. It is still respecting it. Just respecting this. Why you guys they're not liking this actual setup? I'm willing to see this fair value gap to become inversion, folks. That's what I'm waiting to see. Okay, now I gave you the reference points, folks, and I'll update this on my Discord. I'll update about this one as well and about this one. Alright, so until then, it will be 9:30, 9 o'clock New York time. I'll be live again for the 2022 model, and let's see what we got in our 9 o'clock, 9:30 a.m. New York time. So until then, take care of yourself.